Ah, yes. Spring is in the air, baby, and that means two things for your boy. One, it's time to get outside on that grill and start smoking. Your boy loves to barbecue. And two, it's also time for spring cleaning. And for a comedian, that means new jokes. Out with the old, in with the new, which is a rough season, have to be honest. It's tough. It's hard getting these new jokes in because they're not always good when you start out. But that's the process. I gotta write some new material, get it out there. I want to put together a brand new hour, and I want to start that process immediately. New joke alert. Y'all ready for me to bomb?
Through the fire like the Shaka song, or was it yay? Either way, she gon'.
Now, there's two approaches to incorporating new material into your stand-up set. One approach is you take all of your old jokes, throw them away, and then get on stage with nothing. Like absolutely nothing, and you kind of just figure it out that way. I've seen a lot of comics do that right after they tape a special. What they'll do is they'll write some material, go on stage, they won't rely on their old stuff, and they'll just go raw dog and try to figure it out that way. It's really hard to get on stage with no proven material and just hope it works out. Also, I don't want to be the one to bring down the quality of the shows, so for that reason, I'm not going to take that approach. My approach is going to be a little bit different. My process is going to be very, very simple and straightforward. I'm going to get on stage every night. I'm going to do my proven material, but I'm also going to do at least one new joke every single night. And as the new jokes get better and better, and as they get stronger, I'm going to just start filtering out all of my older material until I have a brand new 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hopefully a new hour by the end of the year. Now, this isn't easy to do. It's really hard to work in new material, especially when you have stuff that you know works.
Watch it blow, watch it go, through the fire like the Shaka song, or was it yay? Either way, she gon' play the PlayStation.
And to be crystal clear, the issue isn't writing new jokes. I'm always writing new jokes. That's just part of the process. I think the tough part is bringing the new jokes to the stage. Sometimes these new jokes, they'll just sit in my notebook for weeks, months at times. It's tough because you want to find a balance, right? You want to put on a good show for the people who are paying to come see you, but you also want to do something new, do something creative, and it's a scary thing to do. But I can't live in fear. I have to try something new. I have to break old habits and let these new jokes see the light of day. I haven't always had this insecurity. I think this really started when I started working at some of the better clubs in New York City and started getting really premium stage time. The pressure of working with some of the best comics in the world made me want to just perform at this high level, and it didn't allow me the space to really gamble on stage and try something new the way I would try the open mics or these bar shows. Then you start working at some of the best clubs in the world, or it's a sold out crowd at a theater, and you get scared, you become timid, you become afraid to do what's necessary for you to grow and evolve as a performer. But it has to be measured. I have to be calculated. I can't just go out in front of a sold out show and try out some new bullshit. But at the same time, I can't just keep doing the same material just because I know it works. There's a sweet spot somewhere in there. I just have to find out what it is. You live in New York City. There's tons of open mics everywhere. Why don't you just work out at an open mic? Why don't you just go to a mic and take those risks there? Open mics are not necessarily the best place for feedback. It's a place for stage time if you don't have other stage time available to you. But feedback, not necessarily. You're performing in front of a bunch of comedians. They're thinking about their material. They can't wait to get on stage. It's not ideal. It's not going to give you the feedback that a real audience is going to give you. And that's what you need to really test out new material. You need the feedback of a real audience. And you don't really get that at open mics, unfortunately.
Or was it yay? Either way, she gon' play the PlayStation. I'm saying what I'm really on.
So the question is, where do you squeeze in those new jokes? The audience makes a snapshot decision about if you're funny or not. So I never open with the new joke. I want to use that beginning of my set to build credit with my audience. Let them know, hey, your boy is funny. Buckle up for a good time. Do I end with a new joke? Absolutely not. That's going to be the last thing that an audience member sees of you. You want to make sure that you leave a great lasting impression. So I would never close with a new joke. My first and last joke, those are some of my best jokes in my entire arsenal. Those are usually reserved for tried and true material that I've been doing for a while. Never mess with a formula that works. You always want to open strong, and you always want to end a set as strong as possible. So I usually start with an opener. An opener is just a joke that I do all the time. One of my more reliable jokes. It really establishes who I am to the audience without too many words, right? It's like, hey, this is my part of the show. This is my voice. this is what you have to get adjusted to as an audience member. So that's my opening joke. Then I'll probably pivot to like a really solid bit, like a longer joke that I've been working on that'll really further establish my voice as a comedian and my sensibility to the audience. So I'll sneak in a new joke after a really, really polished joke. Now, if the new joke works, I'll use that moment to go into another brand new joke. Of course, I don't want to put myself into a hole. If they start faltering or if they start not working as well as I want them to, then I still have a bunch of tried and true material that I can always pivot to and finish my set off strong. That'll be my methodology. I'll go in really, really strong opening joke, a solid bit following that, then a new joke. If that new joke works like a charm, another new joke. If that joke doesn't work, back to polished, tried and true material. And if I feel like I could maybe sneak in another new joke, boom, I'll hit them with another new joke. And hopefully finish off the last 3 to 5 minutes as strong as possible with all proven material. But that'll be the way I'll sandwich or saddle my material between new and old material. Now, the thing about new jokes is that, yeah, it's discouraging when they don't work. It really sucks. It's like, man, I really took a big swing and I missed. That blows. But on the flip side, when a new joke works, there's no better feeling in the world. Truly, there's no better feeling than when a new joke just crushes, just levels the room. And that's what you're going for. That's the motivation. Ideally, as you grow and mature in comedy, your material should just get better word economy. That's just a product of working at something and getting better at that craft over the years.
All these peeping times, people asking me what we've been on. You know that it's bond. They just wishing they could watch it blow, watch it go through the fire like the Shaka song. Ay, know the secret like the Pentagon. All these peeping times, people asking me what we've been on. You know that it's bond. They just wishing they could watch it blow, watch it go through the fire like the Shaka song.
Now the show's over with. You're probably wondering, Leclerc, how were the new jokes? Did they hit? Did they fall flat? What's the deal? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I started this channel so I can build community with you guys. I want to start that by being honest and forthcoming with you whenever I can be. It didn't go great. I tried my best. This is how it goes. All new jokes kind of go through this working process where you try to figure out where the beats are, try to communicate the funny. And yeah, hopefully next time I give it a go, it'll be a little bit better, and then a little bit better before you know it. It'll be one of the strongest bits you've ever heard in your entire life. You could bank on that. Don't bank on that.
Like it's delirium, ay, ay, like it's delirium, ay.